Hello friends, I just want to preface this video by saying viewer discretion is advised, y'all. I was cussing, I know, sorry. But also I would like to say that all of these videos are pre-recorded, so as I'm editing, as I'm rewatching, I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm figuring it out. So if you see something that you don't really like, or like a way that I'm doing stuff, I see it too, and I'm trying to my best to, you know, be different in my next videos. So upcoming videos may be different than videos you've seen, or this video in particular. And I just want to thank the people that are supporting me, liking, subscribing, all of that. I really do appreciate it. I'm learning and I'm growing. I'm kind of new to YouTube still, so thanks guys, love you, hope you enjoy this video. Hello, welcome back. If you've been here before, we're here again to do another video reading stories from our AITA on Reddit. I'm ready. Let's go. Cue the intro. So today we are reading just one story. It's gonna be kind of short, kind of less medium. It's a medium story, and it goes like this: AITA for kicking my sober brother-in-law out of my barbecue. I, 31 male, and my wife, Gal, 31 female, recently bought our first house, and yesterday we hosted our first big barbecue with both sides of the family and friends. Gal's brother Jim, a 26 male, has been sober for 5 months. Alcohol and Xanax mostly. I don't like Jim. Besides that, he's generally an annoying person. He struggled with drinking and pills for many years and did all kinds of fucked up shit to everyone around him. Besides that, he's generally an annoying person. He struggled with drinking and pills for many years and did all kinds of fucked up shit to everyone around him. Just so we know, the OP does not like his brother-in-law. He clearly says, I don't like him. He's annoying, pretty much. And I mean, I guess someone with an addiction with Xanax and alcohol probably most likely is going to be annoying. The alcohol especially brings out the annoyance in everybody. I've seen it. I've been that person. I've never done Xanax. I've never been around anyone that does Xanax. So I can't, say if that drug is a drug that makes people annoying, but alcohol for sure. I have the personal experience in that. Lots of theft and trespassing, to keep it brief. He's sober now. Good for you, Jim. He lives with his Gal's mom, and I guess he's getting his life together, though he isn't working or dealing with the court stuff, so I don't know exactly what that entails. I mean, one thing about addiction is that, it's probably really hard to get off the drugs or the alcohol or the pills or whatever you're doing. So I guess, if someone can take care of you and you don't have to worry about working, you would take advantage of that, especially if you're, trying to recover from any type of drugs or alcohol. But I can see how that may be like looked at as freeloading in a way, because as an adult, he's 26. He should have a job. He should be being responsible enough to deal with the court and whatever issues he has going on, because clearly that's not clear in this. He's become absolutely insufferable in his sobriety, so clearly OP didn't like his brother-in-law when he was on drugs, and now he's saying that he's even more annoying as a sober person. So he clearly does not like this dude. Everything is about Jesus or sobriety, which I can make peace with, but he's also made a habit of trying to save everyone around him from the dangers of alcohol. Every visit turns into a sermon of him walking around or asking personal questions about people's drinking habits, insisting they need to reconsider their relationship with alcohol. Oh, wow. Okay, so OP has a point. That would probably be annoying to me as well. I specifically told Gal that if Jim was invited to this barbecue, that she was going to call Jim and tell him that we wanted none of his preaching there. Good for you. She got on the phone with him, but she was beating around the bush, so I asked her to put it on speaker and told him, Jim, you are invited, but you will not talk about sobriety unprompted to any guest. You're not a doctor or a counselor or nothing. So just don't. I don't want to hear a word. Both Gal and Jim said that they understood. Clearly, Gal, the sister, she really probably is like an enabler for her brother. I don't really want to say that, but they don't really probably hold him accountable for things. I don't know what made him become sober, but clearly his sister at least isn't going to step up and try to make things right by saying, hey, my husband said this, you're coming to our home, you should respect that. She's just kind of like, okay, I agree too. Like it's like he's telling both of them, because he said that Gal and Jim both agreed, and it's like, Gal, why this isn't a message for you, this is for Jim and his preaching behind. He's over here trying to tell everybody that they need Jesus and they need to stop drinking alcohol, which is insane. Well, the barbecue starts, everyone's having a good time, and my uncle shows up. I offer him a beer and he says something like, after this week, I'm gonna need something stronger, boy. Where's the brown stuff? On fucking cue, Jim says something like, I don't know, kind of concerning that that's how you choose to deal with a bad week. No, Jim, I need you to go sit down, okay? I need you to go over there. I don't know how big this house is. I don't know how big the party is, but why is Jim right there? Why is he right there? Why is he in your business right there? Jim, come on, Jim. Sit down, relax, drink some water. Leave my uncle out alone. Leave my uncle alone, period. I straight up say, hey, Jim, how about you grab your stuff and get out of here? I know that's right. Get the fuck out, Jim. I'm not playing. I told you none of that. And look what you're doing. You're doing that. So you gotta go. I know that's right. He says, oh, come on. I didn't mean it like that. I say, Jim, I'm not asking you twice. Get the hell out of here. I've known this man my whole life, and you just called him a drunk in front of my family, so you can leave. He tried to defend himself, and I just say, I asked for not a word, Jim. Everyone says I'm the AH for not even giving a chance or letting him apologize, but I was clear enough. First of all, no, you're not that. You're not the asshole. Clearly, you called him. You let him know, hey, that preaching, your sobriety stuff, we don't need it. We don't want it. Keep that at home. Leave it at the door. Park it in the car. Don't bring this into my function. We don't want that type of energy. And guess what he does? That he brings he takes it, he packs it in his backpack, he puts it in his pocket, and he brings it right on in to the environment over here, telling uncle that he don't need to relax, or he doesn't need a beer or a drink to cope with a long week. He's not abusing it. You were abusing it, Jim. You needed to stop. You needed rehab. You needed to put a pause on it. You can't force that on everybody else because you had a problem, Jim. You looked in the mirror. Focus on the mirror. Don't focus on everybody else's mirror. Focus on yours, Jim. Please. And it's like, Jim did not think that OP was serious at all. He probably was thinking like, well, this is my sister's home and my sister loves me. He didn't care about what OP was talking about. He probably did it to somebody else near his sister, and she didn't say nothing. So he thought, okay, open house, open season. Now it's my turn to come out. I'm gonna let everybody know y'all shouldn't be drinking. You may as well go ahead and just take the whole cooler of alcohol, roll it on out the door into the trash. That's exactly what Jim was wanting to do. He did not want to see anybody drinking just because he couldn't drink. So there's an edit. It says, edit later on when mother-in-law, sister-in-law, and Gal kept going back to the point. Jim did not call your uncle a drunk. And I kept saying, he sure did. If he's saying my uncle deals with his issue with booze, then you're calling him a drunk. They say I'm putting words in his mouth, and that's not fair. I said he's the ones calling out people for problem drinking. What's he think people are going to think he's calling them? Now that last sentence kind of had me struck, but listen, I'm telling you, the mother-in-law, the sister-in-law, and the sister is calling out the OP when they need to be worried about Jim, okay? He's the one coming to the party, ruining the vibe, being the party pooper, which, you know, I know that's pretty much what I do, but I'm not to the extent of Jim. I'm not just coming to people unprovoked, telling them, oh, you're fat, stop eating the chicken wings, go get a salad. You know, it's just like, you let people have fun, you let people enjoy things. Jim wants to stop everybody from enjoying things because he was so addicted to the alcohol and the pills that now that he's off, he feels like He could just preach the word and everybody could just fall in line. Everyone stop drinking, but it doesn't work like that, okay? I would assume that this is in America and people have the choice to do what they want. If you're 21 and over, you can have a drink, okay? Just, be careful with abusing it and don't drive while you're drunk. So in conclusion, I don't think this guy is the AH. Also, so does Reddit because they gave him the, not the AH badge. So yeah, fuck Jim and his preaching bullshit that he's bringing to the party, because now he probably just ruined the whole vibe for the OP, because now it was just like a whole commotion, and I don't know how far along the party had progressed when this happened, but it's just weird. Like, why are you in our business? If someone was talking to Jim about, should I get this? Should I do? If someone asked you for your opinion, yes, go ahead and state your opinion. But for you to just add yourself to this conversation when nobody asked you is crazy. You already were warned over the phone. You said you wouldn't do it. Then you come in and you start calling my uncle a drunk. Yeah, you need to get the fuck out. Okay, and you're never coming to any of my events again, because clearly you can't handle yourself. You couldn't handle yourself with the alcohol, and you can't handle yourself without the alcohol. But also, it's pretty clear that OP did not like Jim, and he probably was just waiting for him to say something. He was waiting. He probably brought his uncle near Jim just to offer him the beer, just to see if he was gonna say something, because he knew he would. He knew he can't control himself. He has a self-control issue, clearly, obviously. And then it's like, who said that the alcohol was the coping mechanism for the uncle? He literally just assumed that. I really don't see the issue with, after a long week, sitting down, having like a glass of wine, having a beer, having 14 shots of tequila. As long as you're not driving when you're drunk, causing accidents and things like that, go ahead, do what you want to do. Be responsible is all I have to say. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's video. If you like that, please consider liking the video. Also, please consider subscribing. I am a small channel. I'm just starting back up. I know my camera is a little but hopefully in the future I'll be able to get a new camera and we'll be able to have better quality videos. I hope you enjoyed these. I am still a little bit shy coming out of the shell, just a tiny bit. And if you're still listening to this, thank you for listening to my little rant at the end. Very much so appreciate it. Okay, mwah. See you next time. Oh, look at my camera. See you next time. Bye.